fix him. Esau definitely doing something out here because this man is feeling too good, right? But shalom. Before we start, let's try to get the spirit flowing in the air. Yahweh is so good. He's so amazing. He's so good. He is so amazing. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is so good. And he is so amazing. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is so good. And he is amazing. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure. Lord willing, the Most High put it in their spirit to be more sincere. Shalom to the wise and the single sisters that's playing a role. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in your spirit to be believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, will have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. You know, even though we not out here to collect or feed every Israelite, to be truthfully honest. If we teaching everybody, and the 2/3 is going to be the 2/3, that means the 2/3 are not going to feast off of the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. If they 2/3, when you get fed, when you drink in this word, you'll be able to consume it, and you'll be part of the Lord's children. And it be brothers saying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? And they're really not in this thing either. You know, St. Matthew 23:7. You know, they said that we prophesy, we cast devils. That's good that you did it. You know, the Spirit probably had you doing it at the moment, but deep down the Lord know your heart, you ain't no fucking good. You know, and it's crazy how the Spirit been flowing. This is inspired by, it's actually a few things. I was watching the Elder Apostle and the Bishop do their Tuesday live class in the car at the park. They was getting it in. They was getting it in. And there's so many points, but the main point that stuck out is the title of the video. You know, I got another title that I came with through the Spirit. I told you, man, if my mind, if the Lord allows something to come to this head about a lesson, a title, or a thought, I'm writing it down. You know, trying to get better with this. And the one that stuck out, that with the one, this is something that the elder said. The other one is what I came with, what I just was contemplating. But this is titled "Worry About These Titties." You know, and I in most cases, to the simple-minded, this would be a clickbait for them. You know, brothers, oh, where the titties at? Or a sister, oh, look at these brothers lusting over titties. These brothers is lusting over titties, and they get on here. And then they gonna get devoured and understand that we getting into the scriptures. The scriptures is the titty, you know. The knowledge and understanding, you know. The milk is the law, but the titty itself is the doctrine of the Lord. In order to get to that doctrine, you got to get in these scriptures. You know, worry about these titties, especially for the men. This should hit you even more. You know, women, they get on they get on the titty through their man, you know. All a woman got to do, observe, play her role, respect her husband, play her role, respect her husband, play her role, and she basically is sucking on her titty. I mean, not sucking on her titty, but she's sucking on the titty, right? Because if a man is dwelling with his wife according to knowledge, his wife is sucking the titty. But this is how you know if she's sucking the titty, literally, is when she start moving as the product of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? So worry about these titties. Stop worrying about other doctrine. Stop worrying about that debating spirit, you know? Because if you really sucking on the same titty, you know, that we all sucking on, I don't think you would have a debating spirit, because what do you have to approve, right? What do we have to prove if we debating? Our forefathers already paved the way for that, right? Let's get my brother Samuel. Let's get his one of his go-to scriptures, right? This is Romans chapter 11 verse 7. Then what? Then what? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. What's the point of debating? The rest were, excuse my language, the rest were fucking blinded. Brothers think they, let's do this and do that, man. Especially if a woman got an all-stern man and he really about this, says you don't really got to worry about nothing no more. The Lord got you set. You know, you don't have to be worrying about what this girl, what this sister is doing, what this brother is doing. You just a reflection of your husband. If your husband got like-minded brothers around him, you gonna get like-minded sisters around you. Now, if these sisters ain't trying to get like-minded, you gonna separate yourself. You, as you being a woman, you're a weaker vessel. And if you do those things, that show that you understand this titty. And I'm getting real. That means you understand this titty. Nah, I'm good. You understand the titty. You know, it was another thing that the elder said. He said, use the world, but don't abuse the world. You know, and when you come in these things, when you really a titty abide citizen, you staying in your mutual lane. You know, the mutual lane for this world, you do the minimum. Like, yes, you're gonna enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a good time, but it's so minimum because you go the max for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, mostly every day. Maybe an hour, maybe more than an hour, maybe a few hours, maybe half of your day, each day out the week and out of the month and out the year, you giving your time to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But you do have some type of fun. The real man and the daughter of Zion is not going too overboard. A vacation every other day, especially the men of the Lord. You should be sitting. The men of the Lord willing, you bringing out more videos. Lord willing, you bringing out more videos than you going on a vacation. You know, we gotta suck on that titty. And who's to say you've been sucking on the titty if all you want to promote as soon as your video done is money? You know, I did it before too. You know, or you want to be, I'm the best debater, or you got that cutting spirit. The Lord, now you think Yahweh, show me when Yahweh Shai said cutting spirit. You know, you got Christians over here all day. We want to go against Christians all day. Guess what? Didn't the Lord made it plain? Didn't these demons say, hey, you're the Son of Man? Why didn't these demons say, hey, you're God? So that Trinitarian, that's out the trash. We ain't gotta stay there every day, every week, every month. This is how you could tell that brothers might not be the elect right now, because they not showing the elect colors. Brothers worried about debating, you know? These brothers just make videos all day. I only make videos when I'm cutting somebody, or when a disaster come on, or just Tuesday. When we go to St. John, the 15th chapter, chapter 21, verse 15 to 17, Yahushua does not give Peter a day, a week, or a year. He plainly said, feed my sheep, feed my lamb. And he said it 3 times just to make sure. Guess what? I made sure I told you. So it's no excuses, right? The elect, right? The elect that's sure, and they chose their election because it said you got to make your election sure. They chose to be in this thing and they teach it, you know? Let's get this in John because I just quoted it. So lucky, y'all. You know, I'm in traffic over here. I'm doing that Yarmayan Peter joint. The transit. You know how the apostles get it. They go in that transit flow, right? This is St. John chapter 21 and verse 15. So when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? So he's asking him a question. Do you love me? Now it's crazy. He's asking him, do you love me? When we in the house, your wife, babe, do you love me? Do you love me? In this world, we make love a feeling and emotion all the time. But he says, do you love me? He says, he saith him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. That's how Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to know, in this case, that Peter loves him. And if Peter is an Israelite, he's a so-called prophet, apostle, right? If we're a teacher, we're a prophetess, if we love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, feed his sheep, feed his lamb. Plain and simple. 1, 2, and 3. If you love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, feed his sheep, feed his lamb. Real men of the Lord and daughters of Zion don't complain that they gotta feed all the damn time. Damn, I gotta cook today. Damn, I just did this. You know, so like, I'm just parking. When the Lord chose us, you know, he expects us to provide, you know. And the number one thing that the men of the Lord do, they provide spiritually with that titty, right? 16, it says, he saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. Yo, if you love, he said it again. Yo, you love me? Why he's not explaining, hey, if you love me, show me your feelings and emotions. He's showing them love without saying, hey, this is what love is. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? ? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things, thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, feed my sheep. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, when thou wast young, thou girdest thyself and walkest whither thou wouldest. But when thou shalt be old, thou shalt stretch forth thy hands, and another shall gird thee and carry thee whither thou wouldest not. Right? And if you are the elect and chosen, the Lord chose you. Right? What did it say? We gird ourselves. But he say, thou shalt be old, thou shalt stretch forth thy hands, and another shall gird thee and carry thee whither thou wouldest not. In the other part, which I'm gonna show this video clip too, but just to even go with it too, because if the Lord is guiding, he said somebody else is gonna guide you. That shows right here that he was chosen. Ezekiel, he was chosen. Yahweh said, I have chosen you, you didn't choose me. So another verse, another little quote, it can motivate you yourself too. I wrote down, it says, if Yahweh loves everyone, why do he have secrets? And the secrets were for the few. The basic we gonna give to everybody, but only a few is gonna get the basics, because soon as you feed yourself with the basics through the spirit, it don't have to be long. It don't even have to be fat. It could just happen when the Lord say it. And even through the sincere milk, you're gonna understand that the sincere milk is talking about Yahushua. So when you understand the New Testament, they're just speaking of everything in the Old Testament, you know, and then they're getting deeper in the New Testament. But everything in the old and new is one song, you know. But yes, the song of Moses and the song of Yahushua, right? All praises to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. If the Lord loves everybody, why do he have secrets? You know, he already said that, you know, he giveth secrets to the righteous, and the wicked shall perish. It shows that the Lord chose his people already. And since our time moves slow, it's already finished. It's just, you know, because we in this dumb flesh, we gotta wait until it's fully fulfilled on our time. You know, we should really be like, a lot of us should be like, damn, you know, the Lord already did the heavy work. You know, we really, all we really got to do is just get out the way. You know, let the men of the Lord constantly, if you a men of the Lord, you all about edifying. You know, sharpen your sword, prepare for a lesson. Somebody asks a question, you give them an answer. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, you just keep it moving. This ministry is not for everybody. Understandable, right? This is not directed towards one person, 4 people. This is towards anybody, any man, especially even a woman that pick up these scriptures. When you think you is something when you ain't nothing, you know, we got to humble ourselves every day in this thing. Brothers getting more prideful, right? Brothers feel like you ain't really no real Israelite if you ain't a leader, or if you ain't got your own camp. The Lord ain't really dealing with you if everybody in your camp wearing different colors to camp. The Lord ain't really dealing with you if you don't got 1,000 people in your views. Show me that in the scripture. I'm not seeing it. Let alone you could tell by a man's fruit. Really look at a man's fruit. You know, and the number one age that we got, you could tell if a man got fruit. Look at his family. Look how his family walking out in these streets, especially in the world. You could tell when a nigga a bum or a female bum, where she fly as hell, and every time her kids look like they just came out the recycling bin. And I can't have that. Mine's is not about to come out looking like BDBs, cute in the face, but you look hit and I look fly. Hell freaking no. Right? But let alone through the spirit, not the outer look, but the NY part, right? You about to make some Boston baked beans, and you got a big ass stick of bacon. My kids gonna be like, oh, what kind of meat is this? You gonna say it's bacon? You be like, wait, what kind? Is it turkey or is it beef or chicken bacon? If they say pork, my kids ain't eating it. Oh, wait, well, why you don't eat pork? And they gonna explain it. Hey, sister, you are such the most prettiest chocolate girl. My daughter London gonna say, no, I'm not black. I'm just dark brown, but I'm an Israelite. I'm not African American. I don't come from 2 Caucasians, you know. But I'm not no better. Even more, I gotta double up even more. I need to double up because my slot is not. My slot is not for sure, you know. Every work that we do, you're trying to book that flight. Like I just said in the song, I'm trying to book my flight to the glass ceiling. You know, everything we do now is to book your position to get in that chariot. Everybody better book their ticket on that flight. You know, we about to go out of town in 2 weeks. Oh, man, you better get your, let's get the airplane flight before 2 weeks come. That's how it is. Yahushua could come at any moment. He's on his way. He's coming quickly, expediently. Not on your time, but his time. Book your flight. And when you doing it, if you got children, especially as men, if you got children and wives, you're booking their flight too, especially the work that you're doing, letting your light shine in your house, correcting certain situations. If you can't deal with your wife, but you still dealing with her, but she ain't doing this, hey, she's going to just be saved by the grace of her chinny chin chin because of your work. But now when your wife is actually doing this, the Lord really looking at this sister. So when you going, everything you do is held accountable, that your wife can be dealing with something over here and you at work. and you could just give her, hey, babe, this gotta happen. And you could be stressing, she could be stressing, but because you know these scriptures, you like, babe, this gotta happen. For her to hear you say it and you see it, what can she do? You know, the elect. Worry about these titties. Stop worrying about everything else. You know, these titties is more important than that TV show with that girl with the BB with the fake titties. Worry about these titties over here, right? And I'm gonna get a preset for that, but I'm gonna let you see this video. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 7. It says, "In the angel of the church of Philadelphia, write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that have the key of David, he that openeth, no man shutteth, and shutteth to..." Wait. No, that's not the one I wanted. I know that word. Oh, yeah, here we go. And no man shutteth, and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it, for thou hast a little strength, and has kept my word, and has not denied my name. Right? So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the one that's leaving that door, because who is the door? Yahushai. Right? We already know the verses where the Lord is closing the breaches. That's Yahushai is about to close those doors, and only a few is gonna get it. Right? And the main few been seeking wisdom as a wife through the spirit, because we know Yahushai is wisdom, but through the spirit, you know, a man is always trying to seek wisdom. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, verse, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doeth she order all things. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty." Right? We desired her, right? And it's another thing. If you desire her, you're going to incline your ears. I'm going to read this verse, and then I'm going to show another verse on. If you're not inclining your ears, if you're not really desiring, because when you desire wisdom, you have to be sincere, right? And if you are sincere, a lot of us won't be moving the way that we move when it comes in the truth, let alone if what you're doing for this ministry and you letting it be shown, the Lord is letting it be shown on YouTube and all of that. Imagine what you're doing when nobody can see. This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 32. "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise." Right? And this even goes with a lesson I had through to the spirit with my household, but I was just doing it individually with my family, and then my brother, I had sent him these verses just to send it to him. Through the spirit, I did not know he was doing a video on respecting the elders. And back then, we had elders that had their role as elders, just like Moses' father. He was an elder, and he said, "Yo, just why don't you get captains for the least matters, for over 50 over this, a man over 100." And so when the greatest matters come, they can bring it to you. So you have to think that elders, they have wise decision making. You go to 1 Kings chapter 6, Rehoboam has that same case where he could have did what his father did, which his father is older than him. That would mean, okay, let me follow this elder that has wisdom. Let alone, you could tell back then if he had wisdom, if he had that gray hair that the Lord has given him, right? But of course, you can get gray hair of old age, but you can get gray hair from the stress and the wisdom that the Most High has given you through this suffering, during these suffering times, right? And so you got verses where the Lord tell us to submit to the elders, you know, and look at us now, how you got Abba Bibbins and Masha. We look at them now, they would be really technically elders. They really is elders. The truth came in at what, 1969. So they're elders, right? And the Lord is trying to bring us back into the fold of submitting to the elders. And then when you look at on down, who would be the top elder? you know, and that would be Elder Tahar with Apostle Elder Gabar and Apostle Elder Rimlob, and so on and so on and so on, right? And this is not, I'm just calling it how it is, man. It's ranking this thing. This is First Peter chapter 5, verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves to the elder. Ye all of you be subject to one another, and be clothed in humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble. Right? Some people would be prideful. Oh man, I gotta learn from this elder. You know, if that's how the Lord want to move. Yahweh Shai is the Yahweh Shema, he's the ancient of days. So he's an elder. You know, if we was just to get sick, because he's timeless, you know. So he's way before we even got created. So he's an OG triple G. You know, I got an elder at work, and he'll be like, man, you probably my son. And I'll be like, you know what? I'm in the truth, you know, and you be asking me questions. Maybe I'm your brother. And then when I start seeing these scriptures, I was like, you know what, OG, maybe I might not be your son. You might not be, maybe we brothers, or maybe you could be probably my fan. You probably was an elder, you know, because look at you coming in now, your gray hair is popping out, you know, you an elder. And you really not in his faith. Maybe the Lord just got us together to sharpen our sword, and you're going to get back in your lot, which is an elder, and I'm going to be in my lot. Lord willing, I'm an evangelist. Lord willing, I'm a teacher or a prophet. Or if I did fit the shoes of apostle, but I probably don't fit none of those shoes. You know, the Lord probably just got me in here as a messenger. Maybe a while. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it. I really think I'm a student. I'm a disciple. I'm a learner, you know. But we're trying to get in our lot. The best way to get in your lot is to worry about this titty, you know? So let's play this video. You know, it hit me, it gave me goosebumps, and it made me be like, dang, man. But maybe for you, it might make you cry. It might hit you and really make you like, time is of the essence. So Lord willing, you can hear this. Hold on, let me turn my car back on. Hold on, family. Lord willing, y'all can see better. I want to make sure I turn up the volume.
But y'all, judgment day is coming, and we not ready to face God. And y'all think we ready to stand in front of the Lord who's righteous, who's holy? You think that we ready to stand in front of him who's holy, without blame, without blemish, no spots? You think we ready to stand in front of him? Like, this is a terrible head to be in the wrath of the Lord. This is a terrible thing to be in the wrath of the Lord. To be in the hands of the living God. This is a terrible thing. It's something we gonna all face. It's something we gonna all be. We're not ready to stand in front of God. We're gonna be held accountable for the things that we do. We're gonna be held accountable for the righteousness of all his earth. We're gonna have to stand in front of him. You're gonna have to answer. And many gonna leave. Many gonna get the words, man. Many gonna get the words depart from me. Why can't we just serve our God? What is wrong with us? Man, we go hard. We is backwards. Everybody killing each other. Everybody full of drugs. It's like young boys my age. We love jail. We just love jail. Everybody want to be on house arrest. Everybody want to be a gangster. Everybody want to hold the gun. Stand in front of God with a gun. Stand in front of God with a gun. What you gonna do? What you God? When we gonna wake up and see that God is real and the day of the Lord is coming?
Hey, that was plain as day, man. I was playing. Let me see. Because he's saying why do we go backwards? Right. This is James chapter 5. Verse 19, it says, "Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sins." Right? We out here to save souls. We ain't out here to debate. This shit is not a contest. We not measuring how long somebody righteousness or how long your wood is. How flyer you is in another brother. If you fly, you fly. But this is about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is not about self. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Saving souls. Debating ain't saving souls. Being argumentative is not saving soul. Just feed the flock. They're going to flock if they're flocking. Me, I'm the type of dude, I want to see one of my forefathers say, "Hey, come hear the word." If I'm understanding that this word is only for the elect, the sheep know my voice, then that means I do not have to say, "Hey, come here." All I got to do, I can just see a Jake come and I could be going in private. And I'm saying, "Hey, these prophecies is for the black, Latinos, and natives." Wait, hold on. He just saying the Bible, who the world eagerly calls Jesus is only for the black, and Latinos, and natives. And that might, if the spirit with him, he's going to come over and be like, "Yo, let me talk to you." If the spirit not in him, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna keep it moving, right? We're gonna get back to these other precepts. Dang, it left me again. Oh man, I'm tight. That just left me. Dang, why did you leave me? It just left me. It's okay. We got another one. We got another one for you guys. Right? Let's get some wisdom. Let's go to the poetry. Right? Let's go to Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 14. And let's read verse 14 and 15. It says, the backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. It says the simple, which is really the righteous, believe every word, right? Right? He said they're going to believe the whole word. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O power. So the simple believe every word. The word is Yahweh Shai. If he comes in the whole volume of the book, that means we believe in the whole volume of the book. We're not going to sit here and say, John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, or he's not in the truth. Oh, I don't believe in this book, but this book not right. But I'm going to say it is certain words that could be certain words that shouldn't be there. Like where we see the word Easter in the book of Acts, but really supposed to be Pesach. Like this is why you jump into the translation of languages. You got to jump back into the Hebrew, let alone you can go into the blue letter. Like, look, I could do it right now. You know, I'm going to go to the blue letter. I'm going to type in the word Easter. And I believe, okay, Acts 12:4. And what's the title of the lesson? Worry about these titties. The titties is the scriptures. Just read it. The titties is the scriptures. Right? So Acts Oh, there we go. This Acts 12:4. It says, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, attending after Easter to bring him forth to his people. Right? So now I'm about to read it in the NLT, but I'm going to get the homology for Easter. The NLT, it says, then he imprisoned him, placing him under the guard of 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. Herod intended to bring Peter out for public trial after the Passover. And this is why, yes, the KJV, especially the 1611, we hold on to it. But that don't mean the men of the Lord that's in this truth, you know, the Hebrew Israelites, don't look and go to other translations. Me particular, I usually just stay with the NLT and the GNT. You know, and it's other ones, let alone you going into the scholars, right? But let's even go into the homology. Because I know some brothers, oh, I don't deal with other books. That take you to other diet. That's why the Lord chose certain teachers that's going to be well with getting the mystery, because this is a secret. Oh, some brothers, oh, I don't go out the book, so I don't go for definitions. But brothers want to always say in John 3:16, world means cosmos, but they don't go to definitions. How you know that mean cosmos? What if it was a babe? You would have to show them. Oh, we don't have to show them. Come on. No, that mean you ain't a real good teacher, man, because you got to prove it, right? So we're going to the word for Easter in the book of Acts 12:4. So let's see what it says. This is the word.
Strong's G 3957. Pascha.
Is Pesach, right? And the outline biblical usage for Pesach, which the Paschal sacrifice, which was accustomed to be offered for the people's deliverance of old from Egypt. The Paschal lamb, the lamb the Israelites were accustomed to slay and eat on the 14th day of the first month of the year, in memory of the day on which their fathers, preparing to depart from Egypt, were bending by the Most High to slay and eat a lamb and sprinkle their doorposts with its blood, that the destroying angel, seeing the blood, might pass over their dwellings. Hamashiach crucified is likened to the slain Paschal lamb, the Paschal supper, the Paschal feast, the feast of Passover, extended from the 14th to the 20th day of the month, right? Strong's definition, Pesach is saying of Chaldee origin. Compare H6453, the Passover meal, the day, the festival, or the special sacrifice connected with Passover, which in this term is Easter, right? And if we want to really, if y'all really want to get into, because they already gave you, this is how that's already a cut. This is to show you that we need to get weaned from this titty, and we need the right teachers to do it. So this shows you when brothers try to say, oh, because of this mess up, oh, we don't need to believe in the Bible no more because this little mess up. That mean if the Lord really dealing with you, the Lord says, what did he tell Ezra? He said, give these to the people and give these to the wise people. Wise people have to go deep in this thing. They got to dissect it. And we only dissected one word, Easter. So where does it originate? And it originates to the word Pesach, what goes into Passover. And then it gave us the outline of biblical usage. And when you go to Exodus, the 11th chapter, starting at verse 4 to 10, but then you really hear it, chapter 12, verse 2, all the way to verse 8, but really the whole chapter. But it goes in the beginning of the year, the month of Abib. Lord willing, I'm right on that month name, right? Or is it Adar, right? But the first month of the year lets you know that Passover is coming, because the 14th day of that month we kill the lamb, right? Or in the New Testament they say kill the Passover. And I have another scripture, I believe is in Second Chronicles, where Hezekiah, where he did Passover, and he say kill the Passover. And when you go in the New Testament, a lot of regular basic mind people be like, oh, you don't see him saying kill the lamb, so they didn't eat lamb. What is this? And it shows you that they're not on a deeper level. They're on a real basic level. This is how you know that the Lord is not dealing with everybody on a deeper level. Everybody is not on the same level when they come in His faith. And it could be somebody that just got in this thing, and they can they just got in this thing, and they might through the Spirit exceed higher than you. Right? It's just because the Lord dealing with them different. But I'm gonna just show just the proof that even in the Old Testament they say kill the Passover. So this shows you killing the Passover is killing the lamb. This is Second Chronicles chapter 30. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, and there assembled at Jerusalem much people to keep the feast of unleavened bread in the second month. A very great congregation, Salaki, and they arose and took away the altars that were in Jerusalem, and all the altars for incense took they away and cast them into the brook Kidron. Then they killed the Passover on the 14th day of the second month. And the priests and the Levites were ashamed and sanctified themselves and brought in the burnt offerings into the house of Yahweh. Killed the Passover, right? When you even say Passover, that's when the death spirit came. So what did they kill, right? When you go back to Exodus, let me see if this is. I'll just read it because it might be in Leviticus, but the 14th day you get the lamb ready, right? So this is Exodus chapter 12, starting at verse 14. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his brethren next unto the house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make no account for the lamb. For the lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out. Ye should take it out from the sheep and from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation shall kill it in the evening. So what is they killing? The lamb, right? Or from the goat. They're killing the sheep. So when we see when Yahweh said prepare the Passover, he's talking about the lamb, right? This is why we need the wise teachers, the wise people. A lot of people just say that they are wise, and the Lord didn't put you in that lot, man. The Lord didn't put all of us in the same level. Some of us is probably going to start at that leading position, and guess what? Some brothers is going to look at it and it's going to motivate them and be like, you know what? I want to be a leader. I want to have my own camp. That's just all it is. Brothers got prideful, just like what Yarmayan said. Brothers are just envious. Here we go. This is St. Mark chapter 14 and verse 12. The first day of unleavened bread When they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? And people would say, Yahushua didn't eat lamb because he is the lamb. Yahushua, that's the whole point. Where he's still eating the lamb because it's still the same way. But in this moment, you got to be of his chosen to know is way deeper. Because what did he say? The lamb is him. He's the lamb. This bread is my flesh. This blood, drink it, is my blood. Those all attributes are all symbolic. But Yahushua still ate that lamb, that physical, delicious lamb in the unleavened bread with haste. So preparing the lamb is you killing it, plucking off the feathers, cutting the skin off, cutting off the fat. I mean, before you do that, you shaving off the skin, and then you about to cut the neck and you hang it off and then you peel it. That's everything I just said is just preparing it, Just like if you watch the movie Jeremiah, they show you how to prepare the lamb. Yeah, he cleansed himself. He put his clothes on, right? And you got to give the lamb to the priest. They do that little prayer, and then they slice it right on the neck. They don't do what Chinese do, try to torture it so it can panic. No, call on the name Yahweh Shema Shai. They do what they do, cut it right on the neck, make it quick. They drain the blood right in the bowl. And they everything, and then the lamb is taken, and they strip it in the skin. They doing everything 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when you prepare the lamb, when you prepare the Passover, you're preparing the lamb. Let alone your wife or you, but mostly the woman, they're making that unleavened bread. They're going to get a huge pitcher of wine, and the lamb is getting ready. Brothers might be talking and prophesying about what happened. Then the lamb get ready, and and then Yahushua is explaining what everything is, man. The whole ministry is about Yahushua. This is why with Joseph and Mary, we didn't have to literally see him say Joseph he took her in the tent and went into her. We hear that back then because this is more spiritual. Look at John, look at Zachariah and Elizabeth. It didn't say that they got it in. He just said, yo, we gonna really have a kid. So the Lord closed their mouth because at that moment he really couldn't believe until she was about to conceive. Now he can start to speak. So he took her in the tent and bent her over and did what he did. But it don't say, oh, he took her in and had his way with her. Because the Lord wants you to really know, like, we got to get spiritual in this thing. Peter had a wife. But in all, like, everything, like, man, the Most High is such a strategist. He strategized this whole plan. This is his blueprint. This is how you know everybody's not going to get it. But the ones that's going to get it is the ones that's going to go to that titty. You brothers know that titty. Y'all know that titty. That's the best titty you ever had. This titty is better than your wife. And that other girl you think you might want. And the other girl you think you might want. And I mean it. I mean it. Right? Most of these women don't even got milk in their damn titties. They got dust. The men of the Lord want the bosom of wisdom. We want her. She fine wine. And wisdom is going to feed us. Wisdom is going to let us know. Don't give your strength to a woman. Wisdom is going to let us know, your assurance and your power is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Wisdom is going to put us right where we need to be. Guess what? Don't think it's just you. Come back and know the same one that made me made you. Wisdom will get your ass in line. Wisdom is the main one that gets you in check. It's Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Right? We deceiving ourselves if we think we something, let alone any brother that's going against somebody that has more time than you. Right? I've seen some of these brothers that are like that I actually watch that get and make a video and say, hey, I said this and I spoke too fast on the tongue. Let me correct that real quick and make a video. All them other brothers in camps I was watching, I wasn't seeing brothers fix up certain things. It's not that I was searching it. It's just the Lord let me see it. Like it just happened. I seen it from the ones that be saying, yo, I messed up on this breakdown, or I said something wrong. I stumbled with the tongue. Since I've been in this, seeing this truth for so long, I only seen one camp do it. And it's not that no other camp wasn't doing it. It's just, I just didn't get revealed to see that, you know? And we're not here to be the best. We're just here to teach the Lord's doctrine, the truth. And we're here to defend it, right? And we have to really know a lot of brothers is not on that wisdom titty, you know? A lot of people, what they say, don't let the money make you, you make the money. A lot of people is letting Babylon make them. A lot of these niggas that's in the truth is running to Egypt still. They're still trying to build a foundation. Like one by the Yahushai, they really confessed and said, I sold out. I had to take a bag. Basically because of these niggas in this truth, they ain't really showing love. Y'all not really trying to build Israel. The Lord is using the men of the Lord, what we see in Amos 9:11, to rebuild the tabernacles with the titty. Money, building land, that shit ain't going. Yo, do you know the Indians lost 2.3 trillion acres of land? And you talking about building? Make it make sense, bro. The owners of this country don't even live in this country, and you trying to build something. Get your house, get your mortgage, and just worry about teaching. The stuff that you got, you go do that. But now we gonna fold and be like, let's take this back. Yo, when that charagma come, you niggas is taking it. It's already known you niggas is taking it. Niggas that's still on a debate in spirit and you saying it's only for the elect, it's over for you. It's hey, for me too. The Lord is doing a huge exposing in our nation and with this world, right? Let's get back to the titty, you know, the best titty out here. Hold on. Right here, this is crazy. But first I'm gonna read this Wisdom of Solomon, and this is Solomon talking. I'm gonna start at 15, but the main point I really want you to really get is 21. 21 is the point. It says, the Most High have granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as it meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom and directeth the wise, for in his hand are both we and our words. All wisdom also in knowledge of workmanship, for he have given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. Wow. And that even goes with the bishop when he did the lesson about Sodom and Gomorrah, how the angels use the elements to create the fire and brimstone. That is fire right there. 18, it says the beginning, ending in the midst of times, the alteration of the turning of the sun, and the changing of seasons. So he knows the beginning and the ending in the midst of the times. So Solomon knew it all. Right? Even more proves that, you know, Yahushua is within him. It says the circuits of years and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies, the natures of living creatures, animals and humans. So Solomon, you know, through the power of Yahweh giving him that wisdom, which is really Yahushai. So he was filled with Yahushai. So he was Yahushai, and he knew the natures of living things. So he knew the nature of Esau. He knew the nature of the East Indians. He knew the nature of Israel, right? It says the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasoning of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of roots. And all such things are either secret or manifest. Them I know. And when we go to Second Esdras, the 14th chapter, you see that the Lord told him, give some to the people and keep the secrets for the wise people. So this shows you the Lord is not giving all his ministry to everybody in Israel. To get it and understand it, he's going to only give it to the wise, only give it to the humble, only give it to the simple. All Israel is going to get the law, statutes, and commandments, but all Israel ain't going to get the secrets, because why would the Lord give you secrets if you ain't going to really follow him? Why would the Lord give you secrets and the later end you're going to die? The Lord is only going to give the secrets to the ones that's going to endure to the end. Plain and simple. Dang. It's just so many things that you can use. When I went to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 verse 2, I'm gonna read Salaki. I'm gonna read verse 3. It says that in that she is conversate with the Most High, she magnifieth her nobility. Yeah, Yahweh Shem El Shai of all things himself loved her. So if the Most High loved wisdom, we best to be loving her too. We better get weaned from that titty. The Most High love her. She must got the best love in the world. She must get the best. She gotta have the best titties, bro. Because if the Lord loving her, if the Lord is loving wisdom, well, why the men of the Lord should be holding on to wisdom? You know. She is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of the Most High and a lover of his works. So if you really held on to the wisdom of Yahweh Shem El Shai, you would be a lover of Yahweh Shem El Shai's work. The spirit of debating, right? The spirit of let's make wealth. You know, you would never mix business in this truth. You won't mix it. You don't want to mix it. We in 2020, we're in a different time than the apostles. We're in a different time than the disciples. We're in a different time than the old prophets. We're in a different time than Moses and them. We're in this time where you fully got to be in the faith. You got to fully be faithful, fully got to be sincere, and you have to be humble. This is the last Mohegan. Everything is way different. The pace is way different. Brothers is trying to get the bag and teach the word, then teach you the word, and then try to sell you product after the word. Every time when I'm talking to brothers and sisters in the face or on the phone, or if we just text a message, after I give them the answer, do you understand it? Or they ask questions, do you get it? I get it, but I don't agree with this. We gonna break it down until you can really get it. And then if you just say, look, I don't follow it that way, then guess what? Brother, maybe maybe your spirit cleaved to somebody else, you know. And this is what it really is. Oh yeah, the Lord got a different spirit developing you. Maybe the Lord didn't put it in your spirit to know the deeper things, you know, because that's what the Lord does. The Lord don't give all his portion to everybody, you know, let alone if you can't decipher Yahweh Shem El Shai scriptures. The brother put Sirach chapter 19 verse 24. It says, he that has small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom and transgressive the law of the Most High. And you know, wisdom could go into somebody that has that ability to be wise, having basically wise decision making, you know, wise counsel, wise thoughts, you know. But to have small understanding, you know, is better than having the most wisdom, you know. And you can look at it in so many ways, because a brother who could say we have so much wisdom unless we Solomon or Yahushai. We can only get so much, let alone if you can't remember verses. You only can remember what this brain could give you. If brothers can remember 50 precepts, you just got wisdom in those scriptures. But you don't have, when we put it in a wholesome, you don't have that human wisdom and the spiritual wisdom where you're just a wisdom Einstein, right? And the truth is better to have little wisdom, little understanding. The best understanding I have is the little stuff that I have, which is this ministry, is what this titty give me. You know, this titty give you the sincere milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies. That's the little to what all everybody else. I know everything. I know that the earth is flat. I know how far space go. I know this, and I know that you can go into portals. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know all of those things. I don't know. The Lord didn't give us the breakdown of every element and how far the heavens is going to be, and how deep the chariots and how they were deeply made and why he made them. The Lord only gave us enough knowledge. This right here, this is the little loaf. This is that loaf, you know, especially if brothers is holding brothers. Oh, I got more than you. Shoot, it's even better that this brother know 5 precepts, and he got even more faith just off of these 5 verses. He's gonna grow, because if he has faith in those 5 verses, imagine 20. But like I said, I wasn't trying to go too long, but this is worry about these titties, which is the scriptures. Oh yeah, it says this is the scriptures. It's Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 20. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. Right? So wisdom is unpleasant to the unlearned, and he that is without understanding he will not remain with her. This is why brothers is not going to remain in their first love, you know. But I want to make it clear, it is some brothers that leave certain congregations because they probably wasn't fed or they didn't agree with their understanding. Now, if we could say with Great Millstone, right, from the things that I have seen, brothers think that they left in a gang, but they left and they went to even worser understanding, and they changed. So they left their first love. They left their first love and they went to a new love. So really, they spiritually bisexual. They didn't upgrade. They didn't even downgrade. They just went to nothing. You know, nothing is not a downgrade. That's nothing. You know. And then you got some that still got that worldly nigga mentality. Just because you a leader or you know precepts, or I'm a priest or whatever you think you is, your name is ringing. You know, there's a lot of brothers in this state that got more following than me, more following than other brothers. They captains over this. Man, I get paid $300, $200 for marriage counsel. It is brothers that do that. That's not me. The Lord didn't let me do that. So if you want to win, you won. If you feel you're a better teacher than me, you won. You know, the Lord dealing with you better. Hey, you won. You know, because me personally, I only get to know what I do know. You know, and the Lord allowed me to see, the Spirit is moving different with that brother. You know, but who's to say 5 days later that brother could come even harder? You know, but Lord willing, this was edifying and this was straight on to the point. I want to give all praises and double honors to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world calls Jesus the Christ. Your double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule the wealth of the Spirit, teach His word, and believe in His word. Lord willing, the Spirit can continue to be on them to endure, and a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, scatter 4 corners of the earth, in and out of congregations, teach His word and believe in His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on their spirit to endure. Lord willing. This is Psalms chapter 111, verse 10. Let's see what the brother try to bring out. It says, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments. His praise endure forever. And that right there, he says, basically, the fear of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is really the foundation of true wisdom. But Yahushai is wisdom, you know. So it's very wise of us to fear the power of the Most High, right? And right there and then, that's a Yahushai movement, because Yahushai fears Yahweh, because Yahweh Shai came down to do the Most High's will. And if Yahushai did not fear Yahweh, he would have never came down here and been a perfect vessel. Yahushai was a perfect vessel because he feared the Lord. The Lord tell you in St. Matthew 10:28, don't fear what man can do to you, to the flesh, but fear him that can kill flesh and soul. Yahushai was fearful of the Most High, you know. So Lord willing, again, this was edifying. You want to rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, go back and hear the miracles and events of Yahweh Bashem Shai, which even the miracles of how he came up with the 613 laws and used Moses. You rehear those things and see what the ways of the Lord and what we supposed to do, and yield our way to the schoolmaster and move by faith and believe with the Lord with all our heart and all our might. You know, if you care about these titties, you're going to try to be weaned. You're going to try to be better. You're going to try to grow. These are the titties you brag about, you know. Your wife, through the, like, you know, in the world, when you first start in this truth, your wife is going against you because you don't really be having time. You be in these scriptures too much. And in most cases, your wife just really just want to get touched, and you do whatever you do, and then she hop back into her mojo. Maybe she do, but when your wife start getting that spirit and then understanding who we were as a people, she'll be looking like, damn, our women was messed up, and then look at us now. Damn, I should be thankful for even getting a righteous man. So and so, then through the spirit, a woman would just be just thankful for having a family. Like all the other extra stuff, a woman in America asked for those. Think of Sarah. Why the Lord didn't show the side of how Sarah, Abraham, you do this. Abraham, I want this. Why you didn't do that? Because she was an obeying wife. She yielded. He didn't have to stress. And Abraham was moving and going here. He even told her, look, you my sister. When we go in here, you my sister. She's so solid. She said, yeah, you tell your wife, hey, yo, Aqua. Hey, what? She get offensive? Are you kidding me? Tobit had a wife, and he said, Aqua, get up, let's pray to the Lord. This is why this Western mindset, you go tell your wife, yo, you my friend. No, I'm not, I'm your girlfriend. What in the world is going on in this place? You know what I'm saying? A wife should want to say that, yes, she was your friend. Because in the beginning of this walk, you had to prove her. You know, you prove a friend before you credit him. She was your friend. Just because she came your wife, she just stopped being your friend. If you telling secrets to, and then I go to my homie down the street and he my friend, I'm telling him the same thing I told her, guess what? She's still a friend. She's in a friend zone, baby. You know, let alone if your wife is an Israelite, technically she's your sister. Make it make sense. That's why I'm saying back then in the spirit, our women moved way different. The men moved way different. So when you get in this truth, the whole point, let's get it, you know? And I know some people like, dang, I never thought about it like that. I know you did, because you was always moving off your emotion and feelings and moving off of what was in this world. A lot of us would say what was taught here. That sounds good. But if you knew how to read, you could have searched it yourself. It was the Lord that did it. We gonna first say our parent, but now when we start growing in the knowledge, the Lord chose your lot. He made you choose a strong delusion and cleave to it. Now that you say, oh, my eyes open, oh, shoot, you should be moving better. That's why the Lord don't want us to be like our forefathers that fell off. He wants us to be like our forefathers that move righteous. Why would he say Sarah obeyed Abraham? Why did he leave that? So that women of now today can move off the notion of Sarai and obey her husband. Maybe call him Lord Adawan. And if you calling your man Lord, you moving like it. Let alone you got Esther, a straight heathen that was more submissive than one Israelite woman on the earth. let alone Solomon. He says out of the whole world, he said out of the whole world, he seen out of 1,000 men, he only seen one, and out of 1,000 women, he's seen none. So how can even a woman that could be your wife, how can she even put herself anywhere above your shoe ankle? I'm taking this off. For real. In the truth, out the truth. How can a woman even think her position is above your ankle if Solomon said out of 1,000 women, he didn't even see one, but he seen one brother? We humble ourselves. Well, woman, in this time, if you will really wean from this titty, every day you're being more shamefaced. Every day you working on being a proverb. I'm working on being a proverb. We work on saying it. I'm being a proverb. But look at your day. Look at Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every week, are you working on that proverb? Right? You could be working on it. You might not be reading, but you working on your thought in your mind. Hey, I know this, taking this out of my mind because I know I'm sure, because already I'm sure because the Lord gave me a righteous husband. Oh, you know what? Let me take this thought out. It's a man that's not a father to my kids, but he's being a father to the fatherless, and he's guiding them way different than I could. You know what? I do not need to stress and worry because the Lord gave me something that's better than myself. You didn't get yourself where you need. The Lord gave you a man that can lead you to the kingdom. You didn't lead your ass to the kingdom. The Most High did. So a woman is playing the back seat. She doing it better. You see that back seat? Your wife is going to do that back seat better than that back seat. Men, if you in a front seat, you need to do the best of a front seat. Now women out here, oh, I love my husband. He one of the best debaters. That woman is not moving in that right spirit. How you over? Yeah, that debating spirit says, how was you learning from your husband debating? Now you on that type, babe, cut him up, cut him up. What kind of spirit is that in? Mary knew Yahushua was who he was. Why Mary not around? Say, Yahushua, cut him up. Yahushua, come down that cross and prove them wrong. Because she played her role. This ministry really is not a place for a woman. But when you start seeing women getting entertained in this truth and not just learning and believing in this truth, this shit is entertainment, man. Then we have feast days and now we want to party and make the feast day about the party. But then let's wait. After we get saucy the next day, what is this high holy day about? Most women gonna say, hey, I don't really know. Or they might say, and it could be the wrong answer. You got to suck on the right titty. And if you was on the right titty, we would be moving different. And it's not, I'm going to say my nation is wicked. But this is how you know Yahweh is not dealing with everybody. The Lord created many. He made it the world for many. But for the world to come only for a few. Lord willing, for the hopeful elect that is the few, Lord willing, you can continue to strive for Yahweh Shema Shai, not for self. You are not here to persuade men, but you here to please Yahweh. This is not your rest. Wake up out that dumb sleep. You've been asleep too long. Get it right and get it tight. I am not better than you. I don't want to be better than you. But the man I'm looking at in this camera, that's who I want to be better than, right? But I know it's higher positions. I am a baby, regardless of the years I've been in this thing. I don't want to be better than no elder. That's his lot. I'm not an elder. Look at me. I look like Denzel. I'm nowhere near an elder, you know? But for me to say I'm a prophet, I can't say that yet. But at the end of the day, I love teaching the Lord's ministry because I'm tired of lying. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of this place. So please pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. Lord willing, you sucking on the right titty today, tonight. And if you not on the right titty, I hope you have a bad tomorrow. And I mean this. The ones that say they really about the Lord, and right now you sucking on the wrong titty, but you want to serve the Lord, I hope no milk come out. So then eventually tomorrow you're going to notice, damn, it's nothing coming out this titty. And then you're going to know you made the wrong decision. cleaving to the teachers that you cleaving to. That's why you want to analyze, is somebody teaching for popularity, for likes, for debates, or to cut, or somebody teaching you, giving you edification so that you can decipher, apply it to yourself, Lord willing you agree, put it into your life, and lead yourself to the kingdom. Because anybody that's the Lord bring to watch me, or they getting fed, or they asking questions, I want you to get the kingdom. I want the 1/3 to get out of here. This place has to die. I don't want you in here. All the sisters that can be beautiful in the spirit, mentally, physically, I love you guys, but our sisters need to be better, in the spirit, especially if you single and there's a men out here, y'all make the wrong decisions. I hope Yahweh Shem Yahushai is dealing with you and you get on the right titty. Men that have the ability to be the right teachers, you shouldn't be on no dirty, no dirty bum titty. You should be on that titty that the Lord made perfectly for you. And if you not getting this titty, you must be getting formula that got metal shavings in it. And if you not upset about that, if you're not striving, stay the hell away from me. We don't want that negativity here. Keep that energy over there, because we striving to get the kingdom. So other than that, keep it on your mind. Suck on the right titty, which is the titty of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's doctrine. The sincere milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies. Suck on that milk that's going to wing you in the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Do not suck on the titty that's of Babylon, which is a whole bunch of confusion milk with hormones in the LGBT Dwayne Wade community. You drink this world milk, next minute you gonna say you a Thundercat. Fuck that. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is our stability, our assurance, and our reparation. If you really want reparation, seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom, Yahweh speed.